I turn the camera on? Well, on that note. Hello everybody, this is Naya Alexis here and welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for coming and watching this video today. I'm excited to be sitting in front of the camera again and talking to you guys. I've missed you guys so much, and I wanted to start out the year with a kind of newish series that I want to do on my channel. As you guys know, I am a dancer, and that is a clear part of what I want some of my videos to be about. I know that some of you guys that watch my videos are dancers as well, and part of the reason why I created this channel was because I wanted there to be a space for dancers that look like me specifically, but these videos that I'm making also cater to, you know, dancers overall. So this series today that we have is, I'm gonna call it Dance Talk Tuesdays. So yes, I'm gonna be dropping a video every Tuesday. This series is basically about dance. It's about any dance related topic that, you know, I decide I want to discuss, or even things that you guys want me to discuss. I wanted to create this because I feel like there isn't really enough information out there in general about like the things that dancers have to go through on the inside, whether it's auditions or having to put together your resume, your reel, your website, all of these things. And being a senior, I am actually starting to learn about all these things because we have luckily some guests that are coming into our classes that are telling us about the things that we're gonna need. So I'm like, why don't I share this information with you guys, my fam? I would love to do that, which is why I created this series. Period. And I'm excited to do it too because I want you guys to know this information way before I knew it, because I'm like, well, if I, you know, what if I knew that I was supposed to create a website and a reel and all of this stuff like going into college, you know what I mean? Then I would already have it. I wouldn't have to start creating it now, all of these things. So I just want to put out some helpful tips to you guys. I'm not an expert on any of these things, but I think it is great that I have experience in these things and that I'm learning stuff too, so that I can pass it on to you guys as well. So I just hope that you guys really enjoy this series, and I hope that we can stay connected within this series. And I want you guys to really let me know like what you want to see. Like, I'm always telling y'all this, so let me know what you want to see, okay? So we're gonna get started. But first, I need you to click the subscribe button, sis, okay? I need you to hit that bell notification, sis, so that you guys get notified every single time I upload a video. Sometimes I've heard that the button doesn't work, but when it does, you will be notified, sis. You will be notified. So don't forget to do that. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know how you like it. Please comment, you guys. I would love to hear all of the things that you feel about this video, the things that you suggest, your life experiences. Y'all know, the ones who are real know I be commenting back to y'all. I love it. So let us get into this series. Today we are going to be talking about dance auditions, college dance auditions specifically. Obviously I'm a dancer in college, so I had to go through this experience. So I thought it would be a great way to open up this series. Also, because auditions are scary as I don't know what. They can be very scary, especially going into college. It's like, yeah, you've auditioned for summer programs and stuff, but like, I'm not saying that, well, in college it is different because usually you have to do an interview and all of these things that I'm going to explain, your senior solo, all that stuff. So it's definitely different and it can be very scary, but your big sis is here to help y'all out, okay? Let's get into the first tip that I have for you guys. I also want to say, before I forget, I'm going to be including Zoom audition tips as well, because I know we're in a different time right now where we have to use Zoom. There's been many times this year where I've had to dance on Zoom. And so with that experience, I have learned how to dance on Zoom as well as, you know, appeal to people, to choreographers, to whoever is auditioning me over Zoom. So I will also give tips for that as well. First thing that I want to talk to you guys about is how to prepare for an audition, period. Whether it's in person or over Zoom, just how to prepare for an audition. Like I said, auditions can be nerve-wracking as all get out, literally. So start with just having tunnel vision on yourself, focusing on yourself, focusing on your breathing. And really this day is about you, you know, showing what you have in some senses, just showing like your technique and the years of preparation that you've done to be in this place at this moment. So yeah, just really focus on you. And when I say that, not to the point where you literally look down on everybody else that's in the room. I don't consider that confidence, but the type of confidence that you know who you are, you know your self-worth, and you know that however the audition goes, you're gonna do your best, you're gonna try your best anyhow. So just from even the moment that I get up on audition days, I start by praying. But I start every day by praying, really. So I just start by really intentionally focusing on how I want to move my body, how I want to present myself, and things like that. So just start with that. I like to do breathing exercises as well. That really helps me calm my heart rate down. My heart rate tends to get wild in auditions. Like it literally, it's the cold sweats, it's the heart rate, it's not cute at all. At all. Literally, it's like, it's so bad. But that's why I say breathe, really focus on your breath. That's something that I tend to focus on in auditions anyway, just to help me keep calm. So that's a little tip. I would go as far as to write maybe 1 or 2 or 3 intentions that you want to have during the audition. They can be different for each one, but just things to help you focus on how you want to move your body in the audition and how you want to present yourself. Okay, so going on into my second tip a little bit, what to expect and how to present yourself. They usually mostly just want to see how you move. They want to see how your body moves, perhaps how you think and how you process movement. So overall, I would just say show your personality, show your technique, and you know, obviously you want to do your best in the audition, but like don't put too much pressure on yourself. Really they want to see you, so just be yourself and breathe, sis. Like, know you got this. Like, just have fun. People always say this and I'm like, bruh, it's not the same. But like, with experience now, I'm like, really try to take it as if it's a class. Like, seriously, take it as if it's a class. Like, learn what you can, learn how they move. Also from auditions, especially college auditions, like not only are they learning about you, but you're really learning how the program is in itself, what forms of movement they want, like what techniques they teach. And ultimately, like, you usually know that before you go in, but for me, it was really eye-opening when I was auditioning. For example, I'll give 2 examples. When I went to the Fordham Ailey audition, or the Ailey audition, Fordham wasn't there, but when I went to the Ailey audition, you know, they taught ballet. In almost every audition, you're gonna have your ballet. They taught Horton, because Ailey's obviously famously known for using the Horton technique in his repertoire, and they teach a lot of Horton classes there. That's like one of the bases of their techniques there. And they taught Graham, which is another modern technique. So those are really the 3 techniques that they taught. Whereas when I went to, let's say, Point Park University, I auditioned there, they taught jazz, they taught contemporary, they taught ballet. So obviously, other than the ballet, those techniques are different, and it really showed how these different schools focus on different techniques. So I felt like that was, you know, eye-opening. I kind of already knew that going in, but it's still eye-opening because I really feel like you get to learn about the program through the audition as well. So not only focusing on doing well yourself, but really focus on taking it all in and being present in the moment, because that will ultimately help you make your decision, because ultimately you're gonna have to make the decision on which school you want to go to. Auditions, trust me, do help you when you're making that decision. At least they did for me. Along with the techniques that I was talking about, ballet, you're always probably going to do ballet, and then you'll have whatever different techniques that they do have you do in the audition, but most likely they're gonna have you do your senior solo and your interview, and it varies in each one. There were a few auditions that I did have to do both senior solo and interview, and then there were some where I only had to do the interview and not the senior solo, so it'll vary, but definitely have a senior solo, like 100% have one prepared. Senior solo. Honestly, my senior solo experience is like could be a whole nother video of like a story time, because it was very interesting. I learned 2 senior solos, one of which is the one that was like my main one, and the other one I worked really hard on, but things just got very mixed up and I ended up just doing the one. One of the other senior solos that I had, which I guess you could consider this my third, but I only used it one time. I actually choreographed myself to do in an audition because I don't think that the preparation for one of my other 2 senior solos was done yet, which was very interesting to say the least. So I say all that to say, just have a senior solo prepared, make sure you feel comfortable with it, make sure when you're picking the person that does choreograph or will choreograph it really corresponds with like how you like to move and your style and what makes you look good. Obviously you want to look the best that you can. Honestly, it can be very nerve-wracking because you just kind of have to do it, like that's the reality of it, but just take a couple breaths. It usually is only you and the panel that is in the room. Just take a couple deep breaths and really just do it. Like you know the solo, you've memorized the solo, and if you don't and you forget a step, girl, boy, whoever, they're not gonna know it because one, they've never seen the solo before. Like they're not gonna know if you messed up or not. Literally just keep going, keep dancing, and you will do fine. Honestly, that in itself can be one of the most least nerve-wracking parts because the ball is mostly in your court. There's no one else in the room except you, which can seem daunting, but just take it as an experience to really convince the panel that, you got this. Like, convince them of your personality and your work ethic, even in the 2 minutes, 90 seconds that you have to perform your solo. And the interview, I'm gonna be short and sweet with this because I don't want this video to be too long. If you want to have some things written down or kind of not rehearsed, but some things that some bullet points that you want to keep in mind for certain questions that you think they may ask, then have that. But literally in the interview, just be yourself. Obviously still be professional, give eye contact and all of those things, but really just be yourself. Like, speak from your heart, speak from your learned experience. You are who you are, and you are beautiful, and you are well spoken, and you are professional. Those are all things that I would say to myself before the interviews. And if you want to do a mock interview, maybe your mom, your dad, your college counselor, your friend, whoever you want to be like the panel person or the person on the other side of the table, and you just want them to ask you questions and you answer them, I think that's a great idea. I think I did do some type of mock interview maybe with my mom or dad or my college counselor at the time, so I think that's a great idea as well. The Zoom portion of this. So the Zoom portion of this, obviously it is difficult to dance in our homes. It's not what we want, most likely. It's not what we signed up for. We signed up for dance studio and mirrors and bars and maybe even windows and Marley floors. We didn't sign up for a wood floor with our kitchen table right here and a chair right there. We did not. We didn't. Let's just face it, we didn't. But it's okay, we're in this situation now, and I'm gonna give you some tips on how to help you get through it. One, I will say, you can see someone's aura almost, or their, almost as if you were in person, their attitude type of thing through the camera. Like, don't be less professional because you're at home and because you're in a space that you're more comfortable in than maybe in the dance studio with all of the other, people or students that would be auditioning as well. Your body language should be like you're in an audition in person, really, because they can tell. Like, I've heard people say, like, we can tell, if someone's really into it or if they're not. Maybe it's not even based off the fact that you want to go to that school or not. It may be just based off of the fact that you're literally, like I said, at home and you don't have that much space and you don't have your Marley floor and all of this stuff. So obviously keep it like it's a dance audition. Second, I think this is kind of an obvious one, but just make sure you have as much space as you can possibly get. You don't know what they're gonna have you do. Some people may be sensitive to the fact that a lot of people don't have space, and some people may have you dancing on a dime, okay? And when I say dancing on a dime, I hear that phrase at Ailey all the time. Dancing on a dime is when you're literally at the wing, but you still got steps. So you over here dancing on, you know, under yourself basically, but making it look like you doing all the steps perfectly and clear and like you have the most space. So just make sure that you're prepared mentally for that, because sometimes we can get really frustrated in the moment. So if you prepare yourself mentally by saying, you know, I may have to dance under myself, but I'm gonna do it full out to the best of my ability, then prepare yourself for that. And that will show in the audition that they say, wow, this, even though I'm giving this person step after step after step, you know, they're still taking it and doing it, and they have a good attitude about it. And just be attentive. Make sure that you don't obviously have people going in and out of your space if you can help it. And if they do, make sure that they go behind you, not in front of you. Just make sure that, you know, you can clear space, enough space for the dancing that you'll need to do. Make sure that you have all your materials. When you go to a dance audition, usually, because you don't know what they're gonna have you do, bring your ballet shoes, bring your jazz shoes, bring your, this is rare, but bring your tap shoes, sis. That is, usually they won't have you do tap in college dance auditions. I definitely didn't have to do it, but you know, bring all of your stuff and just have it sitting pretty. Bring your socks, your ballet outfit. I said your ballet outfit. Tights and leotard. I don't even wear tights and leotard anymore, really, thank the Lord. And make sure that there's no uniform or anything. Over Zoom, it's like, well, I'm in my own home, so why can't I wear whatever? But you know, they may have some type of uniform that they want you to wear, so make sure you adhere to that. And make sure you're not wearing anything super baggy, because they're not gonna be able to see you. They wouldn't be able to see you in person, and over the screen, baby, don't do it. Have something form-fitted so they can see your body, they can really see how you move. They're trying to see it through a screen, which is difficult, so try to help them out a little bit. Just have confidence in yourself. Love yourself. I know that sounds so cheesy, but like really walk into the audition confident, knowing what you have, and just be you. Like really, that's really all they want to see is you. Don't freak yourself out about it. I know it can be really daunting. I want to also let you know that it's not going to be easy. There are gonna be some times where you may feel like, oh, that wasn't my best audition, or you know, you messed up during a combination or something like that. But really, they watch how you handle those things too. So just stay calm, show off your personality, smile, give eye contact, know who you are ultimately. So I hope that this video was really, really helpful to you guys. I'm excited to get this series started. I'm obviously want to post this every Tuesday for my Dance Talk Tuesdays. Y'all know I want to get back on my YouTube grind for real. So I want to give a big shout out to JL Layla on Instagram. She actually hit me up and was asking about specifically the Ailey audition, because you guys know I go to Ailey and I do the joint program with Fordham there. And so she asked me about it because she is a dancer and was considering auditioning there. So I want to give a big shout out to you, JL. Thank you so much for reaching out and encouraging me to actually do this video and get it out for you guys. So yeah, I just want to shout her out because she's amazing and I'm excited for her, and I'm excited for you all to go on this journey to do these auditions. Like I said, I hope that this video has helped you guys out. Let me know what else you want to see in the comments. Do not forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell notification. I would love for you guys to become a part of the family. Please, please, please. It would make me so happy. I am amazed by how many of you guys have become a part of the family already, and I want to welcome so many more of you to our little family. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.